So, what's in this video? Well, I've got additions to the fleet, I've got 2 running sessions, I've got a reimagining of the layout and where I'm going with it, and I've got a catch up on where we are with the scenery. So watch the vid and see if we can fit that lot in this video. See you later, bye. Hi everybody and welcome back to Route 7 Railway. Hope you had a great Christmas and let's hope for a better New Year. I want to apologise first for being a bit slow making this video. Things have been a bit hectic in one way and another at this end, but it's more or less sorted now, I hope. But I can crack on now with some more videos. Now, this video is a bit of a mixed bag. I've thrown a few all different things in it just to try and catch up with what's been going on. So first thing, latest addition into the workroom is my little Roku thing on the television, so I can stream YouTube and stuff like that. Made up with that. Don't want to dwell too much on that. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in a previous video, but it's up and running anyway, and it's great. The other thing is, move you again, sorry, additions to the workbench. I wanted better lighting and I was using battery lights. So I was going to spend quite a bit of money getting myself one of those work lights, those ring work lights, but they're quite expensive. So I ended up getting a lamp, a fixed lamp from B&M. And that lights the workplace up great. So I got myself another one. And I've got a really bright setup on my workbench. £8 each they were, so I think a bit of a bargain. So check them out if you want to go down. They do them in white, but £8 each, cracking, and not battery, so they don't run out on you. The other thing is, I've got this. This is a rechargeable soldering iron, and it comes with obviously the soldering iron bit. You just screw that in, charge it up, and press the button when you want it to heat up, and it heats up, and it's for doing the small little jobs. It's for doing the little jobs on your locos and stuff like that where you don't want to be bothering setting up a big soldering iron. And this just works great. I've used it a few times up to now and it's smashing. So that's something to think about. You can get them like this, or you can get them like this one here, which is it's just on a USB wire. But again, it's still got a wire. But that's nice to use on light jobs as well. But this is, I can take it anywhere. I can go downstairs with it into the train room. You can anywhere. You don't have to plug in or nothing. So that's great. So what we're going to do now is look at additions to the fleet, which I've got over Christmas, you know, Christmas presents and all that. But before I go, I've got one addition here that I just want to show you very quickly, because a bit of a surprise for me. Just let me get it. I saw these on eBay and they were at a real rock bottom price. The HO, because I like to get the odd HO stuff to run. And the Electrotren, so the Spanish thing, but they're basically owned by Hornby, and the actual wagons themselves are smashing little wagons, lots of detail on them. But look at the packaging. It's in a plastic. What did they used to call the boxes that you wrapped that were for your CDs? Can't remember, there was a name for them. But look at this, really substantial, well packed. And great. And you know, when you think of the packaging that is, why don't we get similar packaging here? Something to think about, maybe not. Anyway, I'm just checking on my list to make sure I've got things in. Right, we'll go downstairs now and we'll look at the Christmas additions to the fleet, which are all wagons, and we'll discuss a bit of a change in approach to the layout itself, and a change in the way I think about the layout, and there'll be a little bit of an update on the next phase of work on the scenics on the layout, and then hopefully I'll have caught up and you'll have got the gist of where I am at the moment. So let's get downstairs and get stuck in there. See you later. Bye. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Route 7 Railway. Why are we here today? Well, I've brought you here today to look at some of the acquisitions that I got for Christmas. I mean, loads of people have been doing this, and most probably some of this stuff is the same as what other people have got, but this is my stuff and I just love it. It's stuff that I've picked up myself, that I've bought for Christmas with money that people have given me, and a couple of presents. But I let it be known that I wanted wagons and not necessarily locomotives. I didn't want coaches at the moment, I wanted just wagons. So let's have a quick look. I'll send some stuff around and then we'll have a little closer look at them. But these are just really great, and it's a big upgrade for my layout. So the first one to come around is being pulled by a Hatton's 66. And the second one coming around is a Bachmann 66. And these have got similar wagons, as you see. They're all the Freightliner kit in the green and white. And I want to make that a fixed rake, and that one's going to be a fixed rake, but I've got two Freightliner open wagons there that are going to be a consist in their own right when I get some more of them. So I've just thrown them on there for now. And I just love these. They're dipole and they just look fantastic. They've got good weight and they run really well. And I think they just look fantastic. Now, I tend to run shortish trains on this layout. And the reason behind that is because it's only a 8 by 8 sort of tail chaser. When you put a big massive rakes on, I think they look it might look a bit daft, a bit oversized for the layout. And I work on, if I'm using coaches, or like the TGV that I've got, I make them a 6-car unit. So with the trains and stuff, I use, like, maybe if I'm using a steam train, it'll be a steam loco, sorry. It'll be the loco on 5 coaches. On this, these wagons are slightly shorter than coaches. I want to make these the loco on 6. But I just wanted to split them up at the moment so I could run the 2 trains. So I think they look great. I might even make them a loco on 7 because of just the size difference with coaches. But I think they look great. And the next one, this one's being pulled by a Lima 66 EWS colours, the KUA nuclear flash wagons, and they are just absolutely gorgeous pieces of kit, highly detailed, and they run again lovely. All this new stuff runs like a dream and looks fantastic. Well, I think so anyway. The way the bogies are set up on those KUAs, it doesn't cause any problems on these slightly tight curves of mine, and everything just looks great and runs lovely. I'm so pleased. And the last one, this is another Freightliner 66, a Lima one. Again, that's a little bit noisy, but I've got to pull in those, and they're, again, the British steel wagons, they look great. I bought them at where did I buy them? At the Great Electrotren show when it ran, and I bought them with money that was given to me well in advance for Christmas, and I only got them out the box at Christmas. So I was tempted to put them on earlier, but I didn't do it. So what I'll do now, I'll just bring you down and we'll just get a slightly closer look at these lovely bits of kit running around the layout. Excuse me moving you around a bit, but I'll just take you out of the holder. earlier I showed you me running the Freightliner hoppers. What I've done, just for the sake of storage as well now, and actually it doesn't look too bad with that number on. So what have I got there? 3, 6, 8 wagons. So that's okay, I think. I don't want to really do much more than that. One thing I've decided to do is reimagine the layout. When I started, I didn't feel skilled enough to actually do a model of a particular place or anything like that. And I felt it was restricting me in what I wanted to do, because I just wanted to run trains of any type that I liked. All sorts of different trains. I didn't want to be stuck to BR Blue or Scottish Rail or, you know, anything at all. I wanted, if I fancied to buying a loco and some kit, I would just stick it on the layout. So then I decided to do the layout and sort of imagine it as a heritage railway. Well, to be honest, it's not really that either. I think I was getting beyond my station even calling it that. Beyond my station, see what I did there? Anyway, so what gave me the idea was this. When I did that, and that was supposed to be the like a cafe area for the heritage railway, made up of Pullman restaurant coaches and a bit of disused track and stuff like that. And I was really pleased with it. What it basically is a small diorama, isn't it? I'm using this layout as a means to an end in order to learn skills, learn how to do the scenery better, especially track and the track wiring, learn all about what works and what doesn't. I've watched the telly, but you don't learn better than when you're doing it yourself. So this is basically a test layout and a training layout for me to learn my skills. I'm treating it so that I'm going to create various dioramas. Now, here's a large diorama. That was a test case in building tunnels, doing rocks, doing some scenery for the first time and seeing what it looked like, using the Lilliput Lane houses as a means of forcing perspective. And I think that's actually worked quite well. I'm learning as I go and I'm enjoying it. So that is a diorama as it is. That is a little diorama, and I think that just looks great in the layout. This little, sorry for moving you so quickly. This is a little diorama. Forget that house, I've just put that there just to see how it goes. It doesn't really go. That's a little diorama of the small signal box. I've done a few little plate layers huts, and for the first time started to decorate them and paint them. And I think that's turned out quite cute actually. So that's gone there. I've done another one there. Turn that round with a mould on the roof and stuff. Again, I've done another one on the top there. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm doing the first tentative steps in landscaping this corner, which is opposite that one. That still needs more work, but I don't think that's too bad for a first attempt. And what I've done here, I've got a couple of tunnel portals, one there and a similar one there. They're not painted up yet, but I've got hold of them, got them second-hand on eBay because they're the same as this one and painted up. So that's what I intend to make them look like. What I've done, I've moulded out some tunnel liners and they're just glued together with hot glue. That's not fixed down yet, it's just in place so I can plan where I'm putting this foam to create, if you like, the walls of a tunnel. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put pieces across the top there to create the darkness in there. And this is just the first steps. And there's the start of the other tunnel portal over on that side. And this tunnel portal is going to go there. Excuse me, I've got hot glue strings everywhere. So that tunnel portal is going to go there. Like that. And I've put the ribbed side showing inwards on this part, with it being dark, and when it's painted up it'll look a bit like stonework. That's all, because you'll only be able to see it from this angle. And then I'll ballast all this here to hide all that. And I want to be able to ballast as well as far in as we're going to be able to naturally see. Just put this portal here. I've split this portal because it wasn't wide enough. It was fouling on the trains, but I've split it. I'll put a piece in there. And what I'm planning to, I'm just going by the seat of my pants. I'm going to create a different landscape here than that one. I'm not going to have it just like a hill or anything like that. I might even have some sort of high level building scene across here, just across the top there, just to make it different from the other corner. And then I've put this retaining wall up here. I'm going to put some retaining walls across here, then that'll box that in, and then when I go over the top it'll all darken down and that'll be fine when I put if you like, the top surface on it. But this is just a basic structure underneath which I can work off. I think I'll put just maybe something here to support this. I'm going to leave access at the back again. I might go through the wall so I can have a little hand access through the back in case I have any derailments, because again I can reach in quite a long way to a derailment. I mean, that's with a thick sleeve on, so with a bare arm I can reach easily to there. I'm going to cut out an access point in that wall and I'll show you on the other side what I've actually done. That's the scenery, that's fixed. I was going to do it as a lift out, but it's too much bother, so I just built it and decided to gain access from the back. And this is what I'm going to do on the new side as well. I'll just take you through through the door and into the workshop side of the garage. And you can see there I've got an XPS block, and I can just remove that. So that gives me access into the area where there'd be any derailments. That goes through the two walls. It's all insulated around, so it doesn't cause a problem. So I'll be doing that on this side, and it'll come in through the back there, through there, and that'll sort out any derailments. Hi again. Sorry about the abrupt ending there. Just a bit of a mess up with the filming. For those of you that have watched to the end, thank you very much. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.